What it is, what it do. It's your boy Dapper back with another reaction just for you. And today we have episode 2 of The Shy. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot better of an episode than episode 1 was. I kind of wish they started it in this with this episode. They could have done that. I don't really think we would have missed too much. Maybe I'm tweaking, my memory's tweaking, but I don't think we would have missed that much. But I feel like this episode didn't have a lot going on, but it had a lot that we could like foreshadow with, and like a lot of things that set the tone, which is again why I'm saying they should have probably just started this season with this episode. But I get it. We want to get all the characters involved. That's kind of what episode 1 was doing. So we'll get into it. But with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. I cannot stress that enough. Like, and I cannot stress enough, comment and subscribe. Comment things you want to see. Comment things that you didn't see. Then points I might have missed. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see if this is even a show y'all want to see on the channel. So let me know. With that being said, let's get into it.
Ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid getting older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open.
So, we're going to start with my boy Victor, aka Trig. Once again, the wiki fandom page for The Shy actually sucks. That's how, again, I know I went the whole rant. I'm not doing it again of how I feel about the show overall, but it just speaks for itself. Like, this is not even an updated like fandom page. But either way, Victor, obviously, his dude that runs with him, Quincy, he's on my list of guys to watch out for because he's a weird guy. Like he's really pushy and I don't like it. He's really pushy. So I got my eye on him, low key. Pause. Like, cause Victor's first day and he's like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Like, relax, bro. I just got here. I literally just got here. And then obviously Victor walks in and, sees Lene's older brother. I didn't catch his name. But, in the past seasons, he got in some trouble. They dropped his case. And that's kind of been, I guess, it's going to spur Vic's storyline of kind of like, like he said to his girl, that whole black men's mental health thing, which is a cool thing, I guess, as a councilman. But like I said, I'm really waiting for like Vic to have to make that move that like has him have to make the choice between being the street dude or being the councilman again. Because like I said, he's still like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and I'm trying to see like that balance of what he's gonna have to like the choices he's gonna have to make to keep that balance, and or pick a side. Like, am I gonna be the councilman or am I gonna be the guy that what I'm saying is still down for the streets? We'll see. Emmett. Wasn't a biggest episode for Emmett. Wasn't a very Emmett-centric episode, but what we did see was him and Keisha made up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say anything to Keisha about what happened, what he saw, but Keisha did know where he was that night because she had homeboy in the story, so she knows where he was and who he was with, but he still didn't spill the beans. They're like, yo, I just saw some crazy traumatic stuff. And they make up. He ends up going to look for a house with Duda's realtor, it's basically telling him, like, yo, it's going to be a hefty asking price. And Emmett, being dumb as he is, keeps taking Duda up on these deals. And these deals are just going to stack up to where he owes Duda basically his life. Which he might be at that point already, where he owes Duda his life anyway. But we'll get to that point when we get to that point. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like, him just dealing with Duda is crazy. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Duda's even trying to get him to do the job. To get the house without even showing Keisha the house. Like, that's insane to me. Imagine getting a crib and like you don't even show your person. Like, you already done bought the at least he was smart enough to know, look, I done bought the Ultima and I didn't tell her. I gotta tell her about the crib. Like, we can't cross that line. That's insane to me. So boom, that's that. So Emmett, he's still making bad deals, but at least him and Keisha are on decent terms. I guess that's cool. My guy right here, like I said last episode, I think has one of the better storylines going so far that's been established, because this is what, the show used to be based on, things like this, where like we're watching a guy, come from being incarcerated to now having to, what's the word I'm looking for? To now having to put his life back together. And we see trials and errors. it's not working out. And obviously he's doing this while being under the roof of somebody else, his girl, who's having trouble, you know what I'm saying, keeping up because she's already established. She's making good money so much she can take care of both of them. But he's trying to be a man and do his own thing, which I respect. Because most men would have just sat in their butt and, you know what I'm saying, allowed the woman to take care of him. But he's like, nah, I'm trying to get back to it. So he starts trying to start the vintage sale, but you know what I'm saying, he's got, you know, he's having issues with pricing and clientele and things of that nature. So it's off to a rocky start. But, you know, his girl didn't look too confident in him with this project he got going on. So that's going to be interesting to see. But, you know what I'm saying? And then we see he has a moment with Bakari that we'll talk about later that, you know, he almost, Bakari offers him a spot. Like, look, Bakari's like, yo, I got you. If you need money, you know what I'm saying, you need money to start a business, I got you. And we see him hesitate just a little bit. We see Rashad hesitate just a little bit. Enough that you know that, like, he's almost considering, like, it's that hard. Like, he's almost considering going back. But, you know, he put his foot down, like, nah, like, basically started giving Bakari game. Like, look, that's what got me in the position I'm in now. I ain't going back. Respect to Rashad. Duda. Clearly the public enemy number one. Again, I'm wondering what's going on with this tape. He had a tape of him beating dude up. Like, what? Is nothing coming of that? Excuse me. Like, is there no investigation? Nothing? Like, I guess charges weren't pressed. I don't know. I guess it just was what it was. Y'all let me know if I missed out on what's going on in regards to that situation. But yeah, he's clearly, you know, obsessed with the power he has. You know what I'm saying? He obviously was the one that put the bullets in Quincy. Killed, is Quincy? No, Quincy, yeah. I think I said Quincy was the name of Vic's guy. Sorry, I might have messed that up. But yeah, we see he put the bullet in old boy, and now he's got the power. You know, everybody's scared of him and things of that nature. But you know, and before I even get to that point, we see him putting the muscle down. We see him head to the pastor's church, trying to put the muscle on him again. But you know, luckily, he, as a man of God as he is, he you know what I'm saying, said no. But you know, when you say no to Duda, and like they keep saying, you know, somebody offers you a gift, you should take it. When you don't take his gifts, he takes it offensively. And my prediction is that he probably will burn that church down, or something's going to happen to that church building, and he's going to have to the point where it's going to lead the pastor to run to him for money, or have to, or put him in a position where he might need to. So we'll see how that's going to get. It's getting dicey, but you know what I'm saying? We see with Emmett, he's putting the hammer down on Emmett. You know what I'm saying? Making sure Emmett's taking his gifts, and Emmett, being dumb as he is, not fighting back, is just taking his gifts. So we see he's just mad with power, and you know what I'm saying, but I will say there's a guy in his camp, because there's Nuck, and then there's a guy that they brought in last episode who brought the car in. I can't remember his name, but he seems to be a little iffy. That dude's a little iffy, just a little bit. I don't know, the looks he's giving, I don't know, it seems like he has ulterior motives. Key on the lookout for him. All right, we got Kevin, my boy Kev, emancipated himself. And according to this episode, he got it set up nice. He got the nice gaming set up. I don't know. I guess he's still getting money off the gaming. That's probably what's helping him out. So got a nice little TV set, a living room set up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't show the bedroom or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? He had some sneakers on the side. Like, it looked like he's getting money. Like, he doing his thing, getting some money. But my issue here is, like, why are we diving back to this Maisha situation? I really don't want to go back into this Maisha situation, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if Kev like it, I love it. And you know what I'm saying? He's showing to her show, showing support. They trying to keep it on the low. We'll see how long that lasts. Probably not long at all, because this person right here has some suspicion. It's a crazy picture of Gemma. But yeah, Gemma, you know what I'm saying, is apparently extraordinaire, a manager extraordinaire. Oh, well, real quick, just to go back to this. Him going behind Papa's back is kind of sleazy, though. Kind of sleazy. I don't like it. I don't like that. Because this whole friend group has been, you know, iffy, because that's been happening, like, time and time again with Jake to him. And like saying, like, how many times are we going to do this? Are we not learning our lessons? So it's a little nasty. But back to Gemma. She's apparently, like, you know what I'm saying, manager extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? And I when she took her little 20% or 10% or whatever it was of Maisha's check after that show she set up, granted she's deserving of it, but I did, like that's you know what I'm saying, the way that went down and her response to it, it's something to look at, something to look at for sure. Cause you know what I'm saying, it's not like she got her the gig, but she did organize it, so she's entitled to some money for sure. But something to be looked at, you know what I'm saying. And then obviously we saw towards the end of that scene, she's obviously keen on something going on between Kev and Maisha. And obviously Kev being her old flame that she obviously left him for Jake. But, you know what I'm saying? Something to look out for sure. Something to look out for. And I'm just showing Maisha to show Maisha, like, obviously she's on the come up clearly. My music career taking off. She still was a little shaky from that, you know what I'm saying, Bakari incident that, you know what I'm saying, had the gun go off before. But, you know what I'm saying, she seems like to be up and up. Well, so I'm looking forward to see what the next hit song is gonna be, or the next song is gonna be, if she can come up with a next good song. Because I'm surprised they didn't let us see the performance, because I'm interested to see what she did with the 10-15 minutes she had. Because if you got one song, I don't know how long you're gonna stretch that one song. So maybe she did freestyle, I don't know, but I would have liked to have seen what she did with that performance. So the writers, the producers, the directors, I would have liked to seen that go down. But again, I'm not really a fan of her and Kev situation. We'll see how that plays out going forward. Tiff. Tiff is always just a wild card to me, because like Tiff with the guys, it's just like I get it, like she gets her way because she's cute, and you know she's a cute little light skinned chick, and you know what I'm saying, just her, she's obviously messed around with a couple guys, got a relationship out of it. Because like Dante even said when she met up with him to cop, like he don't even smoke. I don't even smoke your weed. Like I just like seeing you, and like it has its ups and that has its you know what I'm saying, pros and cons for her. You know what I'm saying? But she ended up obviously meeting a dude, I think the name is Cairo or whatever, that's supposed to help her and old boy, you know what I'm saying? Whoops, sorry. Woo, woo. It's supposed to help. That's supposed to help her and old boy, you know what I'm saying, get their stuff together so they can be on their own. But little does she know, messing around with Duda and his money and undercut him, especially after they just did a deal, very dangerous. But I'm always, like I said, I'm always on the lookout at Tiff when it comes to like being around other men, because we saw when she with Emmett, when she did to with Rob to Emmett. So you know what I'm saying, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a little dicey with her, but seems everything's copacetic, so we'll move on. All right, again, the fan page sucks, so I gotta use a random picture off whatever other page. But here's Rob. We saw Rob. We learned a lot more about Rob, because I thought Rob was rich. You saw me talking about why Rob couldn't just buy a shorty the ultimate she wanted, but Rob clearly doesn't have money like that. He has enough to survive, enough to be comfortable, but maybe not buy car money, and that's fine. Everybody should be buying their own car. Buying a car for somebody else is a very expensive thing to do, especially paid off. But we see that, you know what I'm saying, the crib he even lives in is like, he's like a tenant of his mom's. He's paying his mom's apparently rent or whatever the case may be. And then we finally end up meeting his mom's. And his mom is basically trying to put him in a position where, you know what I'm saying, because he went over there to ask for a loan, as we saw. But his mom is trying to turn this into something else. Like, look, 50 racks, I just need a name. But he upping it to 100. And with 100, the mom want more than a name. The mom trying to set him up to go put a bullet in Duda. And that's crazy, because I think I don't know, like if he's playing along, because I know he at least has an inkling to know who did it, but like he seems to be playing along just to be playing coy, just to keep, you know, things copacetic. But you know what I'm saying, I'm interested to see what he's going to do with the information he has, because clearly that money could really change his life. And if he does, you know, put a bully and do that, then like he could be top dog or just put that to bed. So we'll see. That's an interesting little storyline developing there. This could be a little favorite storyline of mine right here, because I'm interested to see what he's gonna do with that knowledge. Alrighty, Mr. Papa, or Stanley Jackson, as I had to go look it up and find him. Getting them grown man vibes going on here, man. Grown man vibes. Grown man vibes for real. You know what I'm saying, challenging his pops, made his pops come clean, you know what I'm saying. Then he's out there trying to go after the, you know what I'm saying, shorty's 19. He only 17. But that's even incredible, as the kids say, Riz, because she waiting on him to turn 18 for. Granted, he can't do nothing with her now so far, but he waiting on her to turn 18. But you know what I'm saying? Since he found somebody he really likes, you know what I'm saying? Because she's a pastor's kid, he's a pastor's kid, so they get each other. I've been there in a life where, like, you know what I'm saying, where not the pastor's kid, but like just you find somebody that gets you, you know what I'm saying? I understand where he's coming from. But like same time, the Maïs situation's on the back burner. He doesn't know nothing about that, and clearly they're not trying to tell him. I'm assuming he'll find out, just the way TV works, the way this show works. He gonna find out, and I'm interested to see how he reacts, because clearly he seems to be moving on from her, but at the same time, it's like, will he care when he finds out? In a way he finds out, whatever way that may be. Who knows? And last but not least, our boy Bakari. Bakari seems to have found family, love. His pops called him a son. He's living with them, you know what I'm saying? He's found peace there. But again, he's still in the streets. He's running with Duda of all people. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about last reaction with the whole, you know, having to want to turn a new leaf or chasing the money in the streets. And he only really knows one way, which is in the streets. And once he had to sit there and see, you know, old Duda put the pressure on Papa's pops, you know what I'm saying? And he obviously loves Papa Pops now because he took him in. He even tells Duda, like, look, I live with these people. And he's like, yo, you work for me. Duda's telling him, yo, you work for me. I don't care nothing about none of that. You work for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that needed to be said at that point. And now he knows in his back of his head, he got decisions to make. Because he can't, clearly, you know what I'm saying, he can't be in the river and on the bank. You got to be either in the river or on the bank. So it's that's another interesting little storyline. See, like all these like lesser characters, like have a better storyline to me so far than like the big name, you know, the Emmets characters, you know, people of that nature. So Cavs, you know, people of that nature so far. So I'm interested. I'm locked into these little storylines here. I don't know. Y'all tell me. But with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this up quick. Easy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, like I said in the beginning. And we're out of here.
Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't 4PF, he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket, not promotion. Shout out Switch and Sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the op, we gotta slow.